Alright, we are here back for like the fourth volatile take because one of my goats keeps knocking the phone over, but she is running off now, so we're going to take that as an excuse to go. We're here with Georgia, and I'm just going to show you a little bit of how to lead goats, just because she is the one I'm most experienced with other than my show goats that have kids on them right now, who are currently in the lean-to behind me. But we just want to keep them right at our hips. It's a little bit of training required. She is not happy because this is the fourth take and she is highly pregnant with multiple kids. But when we're in the show ring, the main focus is to always keep the goat in between yourself and the judge, as if the phone was the judge right now. And then when we stop them, we'll get them nice and square, and she normally stops pretty square. Yeah, just a little bit. But I always showed her dairy style because she is a crossbreed doe. Well, she's full blood, but we showed her in the crossbreed division because her mom is 7/8 and she was just dam and daughter. But she will stand, you present, you're always going in a clockwise direction in the ring, but she's a really good example of a little bit of show experience, but not the best, because she does have pretty good head carriage. I'm just not going to push her because she is only a month out and she's pretty rotund right now. But I'll grab another goat and we'll go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. Alright, I found a goat in the herd that does need body roped. So Viola back here is not really wanting to lead. She has been shown, but she was shown as a kid and she's still under a year old, so she's pretty young. But when I try to give pressure on the collar, she's not responsive, she's throwing her head back. But now, while holding the collar, if I do the body rope method, which is simply putting it above, which I'll show once I get her up here. Okay, there we go, good girl. So what I'm doing is I'm looping it around above her hocks, but below her butt. And I'm just giving it a very, very slight tug, just a little give of pressure to avoid me from pulling on her head and neck. It's a technique that I have noticed the most in horses, which is what I adapted it from. But just a little bit of a pull. Come on, boy. And she's walking for me. And then we use that energy. And eventually, she gets to the point where she'll walk without even needing it. Which is right now. So she's still not great, but this is where I like to add a little something else. So now Viola has that basic body roping technique down. She understands that I want pressure to mean going forward. But if she wasn't as responsive to this, I call it the treat method. I give a little bit of pressure, hold her favorite treats in front of her face, and she'll walk right on with me. And then at the end, always give rewards. Show them that you appreciate their hard work, even if Viola is deciding that she doesn't know what these treats are anymore. But you always want to show them that they did a good job. Whether that's brushing, whether that's different kinds of treats, you just have to figure out what works for your animal. And Viola was a bottle baby, so always loves. Good girl. And then we always, when they're relaxed, we don't want to do it when they're stressed out. But if we can get them relaxed, we let them go, they walk off, they come closer. Like Georgia, she's trying to get back in the collar and she's been following me around between the takes. But they always know that they're appreciated, and that only helps make training easier in the future.